am Lynn. I work in flywheel machining. Before me, my parents both worked here. I've worked here 28 years. This is my daughter, Madison, and she's worked here about 4 years.
My mom definitely rode motorcycles. She would put me on the back of it. We'd go around the block. Everyone asked me, like, what do you do for a job? I say, I work at Harley, and I'm proud of that. I really am.
If I'm at a stoplight, I'll ask the customer what year it is, and they tell, oh yeah, I probably worked on that motor. I probably did this on that bike.
I work in the heads department. I've been here for 26 years.
I mean, you see all these motorcycles on the road, and you know that you're a part of something big.
I used to make my kids do punch bug for Harleys when they were little. Get them to make sure they seal.
Honestly, this has been the best job I've had. Being able to see a motor that you worked on and seeing a customer's excitement, it fills you with a little gratification, just seeing them smile, and I love it. It don't get no better than that.
We love that we have this plant here in Wisconsin. This is where the heart and soul is of the Harley-Davidson.
So Michael, in 2025, we introduced a lot of changes to the Softail models. Thinking about the Street Bob and the Heritage Classic and the Fat Boy, those bikes all went from 114 to 117, which is a nice bump up in displacement. And while they each have their own character visually and how they ride and what they look and feel like, the powertrain is also uniquely matched to those motorcycles and those customers.
Yeah, the powertrain is new. There's a lot of new in it, from the cylinder heads to the intake track. The performance that's delivered that you mentioned, we customize that performance to each vehicle's unique characteristic, right? The Classic, it's just a steady delivery of performance and power. The Custom is more refined, and it gives you a different torque curve, different power curve. But then the high output, it's actually our Screaming Eagle Stage 2 cam system, intake delivered in OE trim and provided to our customer, which really gives you that final bit of just performance that is gonna make you hang on.
All right, Michael, that's enough talk about these motorcycles sitting behind us. Let's go take a close look at them.
Absolutely.
All right. So Michael, we were talking about the powertrains and the unique high output powertrain in this motorcycle, and there's that heavy breather.
Yep, that heavy breather is what really is part of that Stage 2 Screaming Eagle kit. It really allows that engine to breathe freely.
So combine that with the new ride modes, which are accessible right here at the handlebar, and you can basically wake up that powertrain in sport mode and really rip.
Yep.
You've got road mode, you've got rain mode, which you can see right here in the gauge, and all new instrumentation, all new LED headlight and turn signals. You've got an adjustable brake lever for different preferences there, and a lot of really nice features that tie in to make this really a fun motorcycle to ride.
How about the performance of that headlight? I mean, it is just jumping off the bike. We're trying to catch it with the powertrain, but we can't quite get there.
It is beautiful. And then you've got these custom motorcycles, the Breakout with a long stance and that fat rear tire, and then this icon, the Fat Boy.
Yeah, definitely an icon from the movies to right here on our stage. It has an impressive stance.
It has a presence, right?
Yep.
With its fat tires and the way that you sit in the motorcycle, it really puts you in a commanding position. And then you have these classic motorcycles. You've got the Street Bob. Now with the 117, this thing is really fun to ride.
Yeah, definitely. It comes back to the vintage of Harley-Davidson with that round look, but it's still modern and totally new in this 117 powertrain with a partially downdraft intake system, large throttle body, optimized intake ports. It really delivers sound, performance, and style.
And then you have the Heritage Classic. And this motorcycle really is the quintessential custom classic from Harley-Davidson. From its laced wheels and removable windshield, the lockable, symmetrical saddlebags, and you've got that classic air cleaner.
Yeah, and talking about vintage, we still have a 1936 part number in the collar of that pushrod.
That's crazy to think about that, as well as wrapped up in all the technology of selectable ride modes, cornering enhanced ABS and traction control, drag torque slip control, and these laced wheels with TPMS so you can know your tire pressure. It's all this technology wrapped in a very classic looking motorcycle.
So Paul, the 117 cylinder head is new in the Cruiser product. We start out with a brand new casting.
The main feature difference is that we have changed the cooling core. It now has a serpentine cooling core that improves the oil cooling behavior of the cylinder heads. In addition to that cooling benefit and the performance benefits that we get with it, we've also improved the intake track. It starts at the cylinder head, and we've really refined this shape to maximize the efficiency of the air delivery. Air doesn't like to turn corners, and so when you're turning that corner, you need to make it as accommodating as possible, and that's what we've done with this cylinder head casting and this very unique shape as the air comes in through the throttle body and turns into the cylinder head. From the springs to the valve seals, to the ports, to the cooling circuit, and even weight removal, which ultimately translates into vehicle performance. We have touched a lot of parts on this engine to deliver the 117. The Cruisers have 3 levels of performance delivery, but every cam that goes into every Milwaukee 8 engine is made right here at Pilgrim Road. This cell grinds cam profile shapes to 10,000ths of an inch, and that accuracy is required to deliver that smooth delivery of valve actuation such that we can extract every ounce of performance out of our engines and deliver it for our customers.
Well, without a doubt, these are the best performing Milwaukee 8, big twins that we've ever produced. Is a testament to all the employees at Harley-Davidson, from the engineers and the designers to the folks that put these motorcycles together right here in Milwaukee, the powertrain. They really take a lot of pride in their jobs, and what they produced. All this team together is a fantastic motorcycle.